men, women, and everyone in between. My name is Grace Hadlick, and this is my first YouTube channel video. Okay, so to start this YouTube video, I'm going to answer some questions so that you guys know a little bit more about me. First app that I check in the morning. Typically, it's YouTube or Snapchat. The first makeup item that I would normally wear if I didn't wear everything else would be lipstick. I'm not wearing any makeup right now because I got lazy. The one I first subscribed to was Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings. First one I ever saw on YouTube, I don't even know if you would call it on YouTube, but it was Fred, the Hey Fred guy who had like a high voice. I saw him on like Facebook and stuff before I even knew YouTube was a thing. So I did watch him before Colleen, but I did not subscribe to him because I didn't know what that meant. Okay, so the first car I ever had, and I have currently, is a station wagon. And I know that that sounds so weird. What kind of kid would want a station wagon in this generation? But I did. I still think it's the coolest thing ever. So my first celebrity crush was none other than Zac Efron from High School Musical. I was a big fan of High School Musical, and he was just the best ever. Still have a crush on him. My first ever cell phone that I had, right now I have an iPhone, but my first ever cell phone was a white flip phone that the keyboard came out, you know, like this. I don't know how you would like that. I'm a sophomore in college currently with COVID. Who knows what's gonna happen. But my first friend from college is somebody I actually met in 6th grade, and we became really close in our class together. My first ever job, I work as a host at a barbecue place, and I got it about 2 years ago. Just a couple months ago was my 2-year anniversary for working there. My Facebook memory popped up, which is crazy because I was so late with getting a job and getting a car and applying to college that I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get a job. And then I got one at this restaurant that I love. I've been there for 2 years, and I can't ever imagine myself leaving there. One of my best friend's sisters was fluent in ASL, and that was courtesy of a TV show that she watched. And so I was like, I'll watch it. And so I watched it, and you know, with practicing with my best friend and her sister, and watching the show, I became really, really good at sign language. So I know a little bit, but not a lot. My first love. It's not gonna be some cheesy, you know, story. The love of my life in elementary school ended up not liking me and liking my best friend. So here's my love. Chipotle. And I literally had it for dinner tonight. That's what it is. The first pet that I ever had, her name was Elsa, and she was a black lab, and she was just like a tank. Like, she was a square, and she was just built so well, and she was a big protector, even though black labs typically aren't protectors. And she was the first dog that I ever had. I was in elementary school, so it was a long time ago. We had her for a few years, and I loved her. From what I remember, I loved her so much. The first thought that I had today was, hey, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and make it my first YouTube video. That's the first thought I've been having for weeks, but you know, it's happening now, so yay! The first tweet that I ever did, I believe it was quote unquote, I gave in. I don't remember exactly the first book that I ever read, but I believe it was a Dr. Seuss book. One of my favorite Dr. Seuss books was called One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. And I believe I have almost all of those books still, all those Dr. Seuss books still. The first concert that I ever attended was a Weird Al Yankovic concert, and it was right after I had a surgery. So I was in a wheelchair and I got rock star seating. That's what my family likes to call it, rock star seating. And so that was the first concert I ever went to, and he was great. I was like 10, I was so young, and he was a lot of fun. First movie that I remember ever going to was Princess and the Frog, the cartoon animated movie. Or it could have also been a Harry Potter film, one of the Harry Potters. I love the Harry Potter movies. My good friend and editor-in-chief is Sam. The first text that I sent today was, "Should I go now?" was to my mom. So it's usually check my phone or it's cuddle my dog. And she just ran away, so I can't show her to you guys, but she is my everything. What I typically do is I would go on Netflix, and then the other thing would be scrolling through TikTok or on YouTube. By the way, if you want to follow me on TikTok, information will be below. I'm so glad you asked. My plan with this YouTube channel is I want to further educate people on how to treat people with disabilities, because spoiler alert, I have a disability. So the disability that I have is called spina bifida. When I was born, my spinal cord was out, and that's not good. Your spinal cord is supposed to be in. So they had to rush me off to a surgery, and so my mom didn't even get to hold me for the first time that I was into the real world. I lost a lot of nerves in the process because my back was completely open, and they had to pop my spinal cord back in and stitch it all up. I have a scar. I lost a lot of nerves. I lost a lot of feelings. I can't feel below my ankles. I can't really feel my feet that much. And you know, losing all that spinal fluid, you know, caused a huge lack that runs through my system. And it also messes with my brain a lot because your spine is connected to your brain. And so I have a shunt. Let's see if you can see the scar. There it is. So I have a scar where my shunt is in my brain, and my shunt basically is like a drain where it collects all the spinal fluid and it goes down here. You can see the line goes down into my stomach, and I pee it out, all the spinal fluid, because all the spinal fluid builds up here, and that's not good. And your brain would explode. So it all just drains down, and my channel is just gonna be a bunch of talk about spina bifida. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I will answer as many as I can to the best of my knowledge. I'm not a doctor, but I have had a disability for all my life, 19 years. So hopefully I'll be able to answer some of your questions, you know, as best I can. My plan for this channel is to make a spina bifida series out of this, out of these videos. Hopefully I can do that. Just let me know in the comments below if you want me to keep doing Q&As, if you want me to do a specific Q&A for people with spina bifida and I can answer to the best of my ability. If you want me to do some challenges, I am absolutely willing and able to do challenges. I will be posting every single Tuesday. Stay positive and stay kind. See you next time.